For my informative speech, I'm going to do it on how to make your very own patchwork sweatshirt. Have you ever seen the trendy, colorful, and unique patchwork sweatshirts on Pinterest and wanted your own? You scroll on Etsy for hours but can never find one that's affordable and exactly what you want? Well, today I'm going to teach you how to make your very own patchwork sweatshirt. 3 steps to getting your own patchwork sweatshirt include gathering supplies, designing and readying your fabric, and lastly, attaching your fabric onto your sweatshirt. With these 3 steps, you'll be able to have your very own unique sweatshirt in no time. The first step is to get your supplies. So before you go out and buy your supplies, I recommend looking on Pinterest, Etsy, or Instagram to find inspiration for what you want your sweatshirt to look like. After that, you can go to your local craft store. I recommend making a day out of it and really taking your time on what you want your sweatshirt to look like. You need to pick out fabrics that go well together and are gonna look good on the sweatshirt you get. So some supplies you're gonna need is a plain basic sweatshirt. Then you're gonna need some matching fabric, a sewing needle, and some thread. You're also going to need an iron, an ironing board, and iron-on adhesive. All of these things you're going to use later on in your project. The next step is to design and prepare your patches. So before you ever put your fabric onto your sweatshirt, you're going to want to draw out how you want it to look. So you can do that on a notebook and just draw out what you want it to look like. And then you're going to take a laptop and you can put a piece of scrap paper onto the screen of the laptop and trace out your design. After that, you cut the scrap paper out and put it onto your fabric. Then you cut the fabric out to the size of your design, but do not cut your fabric to your design yet. After you cut your fabric out to the size you need it, then you're going to take your iron-on adhesive and cut it to the size of your fabric. You'll then take the iron-on adhesive and you'll take your iron, you're going to heat it up, and then you're going to put your iron-on adhesive onto your fabric. So this is going to look like taking your iron-on adhesive with the rough side facing up, and you're going to put that onto the back side of your fabric. You're then going to take your iron and press it onto your iron-on adhesive on the plastic side. That side is going to peel off later on, but then once you have ironed it onto your fabric, then you're going to cut your fabric to the design of what you want it to end up looking on your sweatshirt. After all of that, and you have all your patches ready to put on your sweatshirt, you're finally going to take your sweatshirt out, make sure you have washed it and it is all clean, and you'll take your fabric with you want the iron-on adhesive, and you're going to peel off the plastic off of the fabric on the iron-on adhesive, and you're going to place the fabric with the rough part of the iron-on adhesive facing your sweatshirt, and then you'll take your iron and press it onto your fabric patches for about 8 or 9 seconds, ensuring that it is secure on there. And that concludes all your steps. So with these basic 3 steps, gathering your supplies, designing and readying your fabric, and then attaching your fabric onto your sweatshirt, you will have your very own patchwork sweatshirt that might look something like this. So these are the references I use. This is DIY Patchwork Sweatshirts, Living with Lady, and that had a list of supplies that you may need, and then how to use heat and bond was another website I used on how to put the iron-on adhesive onto your fabric and onto your sweatshirt. Thank you.